The food are staying here. Bang. Alright. What's up, Timmy? Welcome back.
Yes.
I had a vision yesterday from Cthulhu.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah. I saw a vision of a bunch of tentacles. I know it sounds gay, but...
That sounds like some hentai shit.
Yeah, hentai tentacles, and he was telling me to,
Kill
some
everyone?
religious stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, he told me to, go to Japan and kill everybody there because they keep,
Japan.
fishing for whale and killing all the Sea World animals.
They're killing the Sea World animals. The Sea World animals.
Yeah, Cthulhu was like, hey, man, help us end the discrimination against the population of the oceans. Shit.
They don't have names. They're just the Sea World animals.
I told him, sorry, motherfucker, I ain't no politician.
Yeah, that sounds so. The opposite of politically correct for sea animals. It's like whales and other Sea World animals.
Yeah.
You know they have like cats and dogs at Sea World too.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I remember going there years ago as a kid.
Like actual cats?
They had and a pig. Like you have all the Sea World, little shows because they did shows, right?
Yeah.
But they had this one show that you go in and like it was you've probably seen a clip on like Facebook or some shit. But like you sit there and it looks like this weird house thingy, whatever. And then they like blow a whistle or something, and then like one animal would run here and then jump in here, then like a cat would jump and like climb up this and go in here, and like it's like they're all trained to do this, and then they all like one would pop up, climb up over here, go in here, and then it'd be like a chase kind of thing, but like one animal pops here and that would trigger the other one to go here, and then like birds would fly and they all would go in here, and then like there's a bunch of mostly cats and dogs. I think I saw like
nice.
There was a pig and like some birds and maybe some sort of like gerbil or rat or something on it.
Wow. I didn't see that. I missed it.
So if you want to be politically correct about Sea World animals, good, I guess Japan eats cats and dogs.
Man, fuck the politically correct, politically incorrect. Shit. Like all these, fucks like, Joe Biden. He's been trying to win so bad. It's like, oh man, look, I'm going to pick a running mate, What are the hottest issues of the time? Women, blacks, and whatever the fuck else, gay, whatever the shit. So he picks like a woman that is like, I think she's black. I don't know.
A mix? But what the memes have said.
Yeah, I think she's a mix, whatever. So it's like, obviously in your face, pandering and trying to like appeal to the I don't trust you, motherfucker. You're all liars. Shit. Promising bullshit. It's like I saw some of his commercials, like trying to pass a message. You can tell he's acting and he sucks at it. I'm coming to you here for I need your help. Fuck you. Shit, you don't need my help.
He needs help. He
doesn't
need my help.
Yeah, he needs help getting up from that fucking chair to go to the bathroom. Shit.
God, dude.
Yeah, he's old as fuck. All these dinosaurs, man. As soon as he get voted, bam, he dies.
Yeah. Did you see that he hired that lady? Well, yeah. You just said that Harold.
Yeah.
Whatever.
What's her name? Harris.
Hamill.
Hamill something.
Yeah, whatever. The fuck.
That's how much I give a shit about politicians. I don't even remember their fucking names.
Dude, like. This sounds stupid. I get most of my politics out of Facebook and people who. It's a sad truth, but it's true. But someone posted a meme about, or been talking about, like she's a cop or was an ex-cop or some shit.
Yeah.
And like apparently.
And she talked shit about Biden a lot too. She called him rapist or racist or whatever the fuck. One of the ists that are floating around nowadays.
There's so many of those.
Yeah.
But yeah, it doesn't make sense at all.
And now she's his buddy.
And,
whatever pays the bills.
I mean, they're all allegations. Like, I mean, who knows what is really true? But like, supposedly, like she helps incarcerate people. For the whole fucking in a time right now where cops aren't looking so hot.
Yeah.
Against minorities and shit. From what I've heard, again, on Facebook, so take it with a grain of salt. But I also saw a meme that was actually pretty funny. It's like, oh, yeah, Democrats, great job. An old, rich white guy and a cop During these times, that's who we're hiring.
Vote for us.
Vote for this alleged pedophile and this ex-cop who fucking helped incarcerate innocent people. Supposedly.
I know Biden, like, there's a lot of things about him that he's like a pedophile or molester or anything. I don't think that's true. Well, I think he's so fucking old. He's like from another generation that he's so creepy to our modern mannerisms and shit.
You can't deny those fucking videos.
But like back in the 20s, you know, maybe someone would rub your shoulder or something like that, and now it looks weird. And that's how old that motherfucker is. He's stuck in the fucking 20s and shit. He's going
like in dementia land where he thinks he's still in the 20s, where you could just like
exactly. So, and he's so out of touch that he's stuck in another fucking century, and he wants to be president. Motherfucker got out of the fucking way. Let somebody else.
Dude, yeah, like just
who knows the times or something?
Because like you're gonna be a skeleton attached to strings at this point.
You know, he's like so fucking old. He's going to take credit for the work of the team that's going to be with him, because those are the people who are going to do the fucking work, who's going to do the research, who's going to bring him the information and do all this shit.
That is technically literally a presidency, but it's going to be like ×2 with him because he's going to be wheelchairing him everywhere.
But some presidents, when they're like,
talking for him, basically.
Yeah, when some presidents, when they are younger and healthier, they read shit, you know, they follow up on stuff, or they're recently educated, so they know some shit.
So they can have a somewhat intellectual conversation.
Yes, they have helpers, of course, because it's a fucking lot of shit happening. You have to have assistants and people doing shit. But Biden literally is going to take credit for everything because everybody's going to do everything for him. The only thing, maybe, I don't know if he's still capable of wiping his own ass or not, but we'll figure that out.
Kind of like, how is this guy fucking capable of breathing air, stumbling over speeches and shit? And
no.
Fucking, have you seen that he did some speech and he was talking about corn pop?
No.
Dude, it is, there was I'll have to show it to you, send it to you, but someone animated this speech. It was a literal speech that he said, like, it kind of looked like, the speech was so ridiculous, something about being in a pool, like he was a lifeguard or some shit, it made no sense. Kick some kid out or something. He was named Corn Pop. But the animation is hilarious because he's talking about Corn Pop. It's like Corn Pop and his boys and had these razors and shit. And he's just going off on some weird shit. But like the person who animated had Corn Pop, like a giant, like, you know, like the cereal Corn Pop. Like him and his boys, they were bad boys. And then it has like some other cereal characters behind him. That's hilarious. You'd have to show it to you.
Yeah. Do you even vote? Do you vote, Timmy?
I don't, man.
Join the club, man. That's the right thing to do.
But is it though? Because I feel like we should vote to actually change shit. Because people are on that whole that thing is like, hey, if you don't vote, then the people who do vote, whoever is voting like they're old people voting, so they're voting for the old people. And that's how we get all these old people in.
Well, you can't change anything if the same fucks are in the same club swapping places.
That's a fucked up point. It's like,
so
how in our political system, out of 2 people out of 300 million people in the United States, these are the 2 best candidates?
It's like here at work. We work here, you know, we have managers, there's other managers. Imagine there's only 2 people in here who are only allowed to be managers or something else. And we keep voting for one of each. It's like, they're the same fucks. They hang out together. They do everything together. It's kind of like, you're not making a change. So if the company is going to shit, for example, or we don't like something, you were like, oh, let's vote for a new manager. How are you going to get somebody else? They're the same motherfuckers. They keep swapping shit, and they both did the same thing.
You'd be like, hey, this guy's got a good idea. They're like, oh, well...
so your vote is useless in that scenario.
Yeah, basically.
Unless there's a radical change to the whole fucking system where you see people you never seen before who don't belong to anything actually win, then we talk about it. When was the last time any motherfucker outside from that country club, fucking Republican or Democrat, won anything? When was it?
Dude, I don't
never.
Name
one. Never. Like even Trump. In order for him to, they say he's an outsider and he came, he's rich, he doesn't need any of these people. But in order for him to win, he had to, put himself in a slot. What you gonna be, a Republican or Democrat? And then he put himself whatever.
Yeah.
Do you think he would have won if he went literally by himself? Me, Donald Trump, I'm going to pay for all this shit. I'm going to run a campaign on my own money, and I'm going to, be your president, that I'm not part of any of these motherfuckers. He would have never fucking won.
And that's a really scary thing, because it shows you who's really controlling all this shit. The people with the fucking money. Like,
it's the country club.
Yeah, the corporation. Yeah,
yeah, the country club. It's a country club. They're all members. And you just have to, they pretend like they hate each other, and they keep swapping the same shit.
Yeah, it's pretty fucked up, man. Because, you get people like fucking Andrew Yang or Tulsi Gabbard, where they have, like, some really interesting, like, I don't agree with any one politician, but they have, like, they're coherent enough and they make more sense than, like, some radical, like, oh, well, I'm not going to do this because either A, religion, or B, whatever view your far left or far right people think, like for guns, for example, or some shit. But they're like, hey, let's ignore all that and, like, work on these real problems that everyone's, like, fucking yelling at everybody for, like COVID, for example, or fucking the job situation, the whole economy going to shit. And instead, dude, honestly, I feel like whoever goes into office, like, once you're in there, there's probably people that are like, hey, this is what's up, so you can either fucking go with this, or, like, basically you're gonna get the boot somehow, or they're gonna, like, tear you from the inside out or some shit. Which is why I feel like Kennedy got assassinated, because he was like, I'm gonna play this game.
Because he tried to break the rules of the club. They told him, look, motherfucker, you can be weird and shit, but as long as you stay within the circle of the system. Yeah. You try to really get out of it, we're going to fuck you up.
It's like, hey, I want to change this. Like, I don't like the way you're doing this. And you're like, oh, yeah?
Because all politicians do is they just pander and sing to you whatever song you like, just so they can keep getting voted. The same thing with fucking senators and all that. All politicians, that's what they do. That's why, if you observe, you will see the true ones. 99% of them are all fucking liars, opportunists, and, selfish bastards. Right? Once in a while, when there's one who's actually crazy enough to be real, and he actually wants to do real shit and have, like, completely real radical stuff, you always notice the media always make him come out as crazy. And he's like the odd motherfucker crazy, and then he will get forgotten and never win anything ever. Did you notice that? That's how you know the real people. Like if you go now and you become like, someone on TV as a politician, and you actually speak what you mean and what you want because you're down here on earth with us, you're going to look weird. And you're on TV and you're going to look bizarre, and they're going to make you look fucking crazy. And no one will vote for you because, that's
all they see.
They push the image that, this guy's way outlandish, is right out there. And you're like talking common sense shit.
What do you say, you want to kill all the Jews? What?
Yeah, no, I'm just saying that everyone needs fucking healthcare that doesn't bankrupt them. Oh no, he is crazy. He's a communist. Alert! He's a communist.
Ties with Russia.
Yeah, everyone uses that fucking word like socialist communist. They don't understand
any of those words. Dude.
They don't understand what the fuck it is.
Any of those is words, they're like, oh, so you're a socialist? Like, so now you're a communist?
Yeah, all these young fucks who say socialist, they never lived in one of those countries. They don't know what the fuck the word means. They don't know that these things existed way before Karl Marx, or before the Russians and the Bolsheviks and all that stuff. Those ideas existed. In Russia, it was like the most exaggerated situation, the whole revolution and shit. But yeah, they were fucked up. But still, they use these words and they don't understand what the fuck they mean.
I feel like that's everybody, dude. Yeah. Especially on social media. People are like, oh man, if you vote for so-and-so, man, you must fucking hate children or something.
Yeah, that's like another cheap...
You want old people to die or something.
The discourse has became like, how can I use my brain less?
Yeah.
Don't use something,
politics.
Use something in the conversation, at least learn about it properly before you use it. Oh, you're anti-Semite. You want to kill everybody. You want to do this. Abortion. Look, he's killing babies and he's doing, come on, man. What the fuck kind of universe you come from? This is not real. No one in his right mind wants this stuff. people who talk about these shits, they're trying to find solutions for realistic shit. If what they're proposing is not good or doesn't work, you have to debate it on the mechanics of how not it's gonna work. Not throw some emotional bullshit. Oh, no, you're not pro-life, you hate babies, you hate Jews, you hate this shit, you're a communist, you're a socialist, you're a red, what the fuck?
You're a crip, you're a blood.
How about all motherfuckers are crooks?
Yeah, they really are.
That's a true word, that's an easy word that we all can understand.
That's a relatable word.
Yeah, I know what that means. And I say it.
Yeah. And every single one of you fucks, and everyone in fucking Congress, even the fucking a lot of these governors, man. It's like, someone put it pretty straight up. It's like, man, all these governors, senates, all these people, like they're not like, they're really not people to go to for fucking for any real problem. Like how they got their positions, they were fucking charismatic or fucking, and they had a bunch of money backing them, and that's how they got into these positions.
All of them has money.
Yeah, but then like for example, this pandemic was shut down. They're like, oh, what the fuck do we do? Fucking blah 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 blah, fumble, and now you're making bad decisions because nobody really knows what the fuck's going on, and they're just fucking humans. They're not like, no one's really diving into like real fucking problems, like global problems. Like. Actually, I heard this on Rogan, for example. He was saying like there should be they shouldn't be like one leader of like president. There should be a group, like a big group of people, and like one's dedicated to war, one's dedicated to the environment.
They balance each other out.
Yeah, one's dedicated to like overseas import, export, whatever the fuck. Yeah. So they're all like, that is your job. So then we can all fucking see how the machine goes.
Yeah.
That's how it should be, as opposed to like, oh, we got all these lobbyist senators who are just like getting paid by fucking the oil company or whatever the fuck. That's how they got there.
Yeah. Notice how...
And they probably don't know shit about shit.
Yeah, notice how...
Oh, they're probably just relatives of people who know people who are in the fucking...
Yeah, notice how... can you show me one of these politicians who is broke and doesn't have money? They're all rich. They all have investments, businesses, and stuff. Show me one of these governors, leaders, fuckers, any of these assholes who have actual power, who are doing all this shit.
Yeah, someone down
Show me one of them who's broke, who makes, like us, makes at least make $150,000 a year. Show me one who makes only that and lives only with that and has nothing else.
Shit, you're making $150,000 a year.
What?
So what? You're making $150,000 a year?
Not me. I said, show me one of them who makes $150,000. Shit, if I make $150,000, I'll be rich. But show me one of those motherfuckers.
Right. Yeah. Well, that's another thing, man. Like, they're making laws on shit that they really know nothing about, except for like people coming and telling them, and like a lot of times they probably turn a blind ear if it doesn't benefit them or whoever got them into that power.
Yeah.
And that's fucked up. It's like, where are like you and me? Where are the people who are representing us, or like scientists or something?
Yeah.
Like where's like the scientists, the environmentalists, the biology? Where are those people at?
That makes that idea more realistic. Instead of having one dumb president, one human being cannot have all perspectives. It has only one.
That's impossible.
Right?
It's impossible for one man to have all this.
Yeah, to run a country, especially as big as the U.S. with a lot of power and economy, you have to have a crew. And that crew needs to represent everything. Which means you need to have fucking scientists, someone who's like fucking technical, math smart motherfucker. Someone who knows business. Someone who knows how to talk to people and do stuff, manager type kind of shit. Someone who is I don't know, like a chemist or something. Like pick economist, someone who's a fucking economist, like a scientific economist.
Yeah.
Put all these people together. Someone who works in healthcare, someone who put them all together. They make the right decisions. Like you said, someone in military, someone who's like, has a fucking career, who knows this shit.
So it's like, hey, why don't we do this? And then somebody's like, well, if we do this, they're going to think this, blah, blah. And then they can like actually like come to
So they make decisions together. When they sit around the table, the country is going through something. If that thing has like a military nuance to it, you have a guy who's an expert. And the other guys can ask him questions, give him ideas, maybe control him, make sure, he doesn't go crazy. So they bounce off of each other. If you have something that regards science, you have a scientist who can fucking explain it to you.
Right.
Instead, you reading...
medical
like now we have this motherfucker who's watched Fox News and then he goes and said, hey man, I know this and I just saw this, so I'm going to make this law.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like at this point, we're better off going to like someone in like South America or whatever that licks poison frogs or whatever the fuck it is, and be like, "Hey, you try this. All right, now tell us how to solve problems."
Yeah.
Like, all right, what was your answer to the
Because
pandemic?
that's literally what it's heading to. Now you have Kanye
Yeah.
West running for fucking president. I mean, I'm not surprised anymore because Trump is president, so it doesn't shock me anymore.
I was
What's
saying-
next? Some dude from the street that just walks in and said, "Hey, I want to be president."
I was saying this, I think before Trump got elected, it's like we should just hire Kermit the Frog. That way, we'll have a literal puppet as a president.
You know what? we had the running joke in Algeria for a long time because people are clever. They see how politicians back home, they were corrupt as fuck and everything. We call our country, the joke was saying, this is Disney World run by Mickey Mouse. Which is literally how, like, the state of affairs back in the days in Algeria politics. It was like literally, everything was a joke, and the people who were running it was like Mickey Mouse. Like, what is this, Cartoon City? Shit. We literally, and that's the popular cleverness of putting it in words, is say, this is a Disney World run by Mickey Mouse. Like, Disney World's all cartoons, and the president is fucking Mickey Mouse.
Yeah. Hey guys.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go bomb China now.
Oh, yeah. Hey, kids. A, B, C, D.
Don't do me a while, kid. They'll get you in jail.
Oh, shit.
Basically, man.
What the fuck?
What the fuck, indeed. Fucking politics, man. I'll never understand it. And it sucks to say there is kind of no point to. I wish there was a better way, a better system, something to fucking alleviate this nonsense that we go through. And I remember, like, when it was Trump and Hillary, and people were like, "Man, this is a circus show." This is going to be the biggest circus show. You got Trump still in office, and then you got Biden and Hollum or Hamill, whatever.
The only thing is, I have the hope for the future because I know, the mechanics of history and things move. In a way.
People die. Yeah, they're going to die.
Because all this shit started to collapse. All this old-fashioned system that we do things and all this politicians and the reason we have politicians, do we even need politicians, all that? That's going to all cycle itself out. We're going to evolve beyond that at some point.
God, I hope so.
It is going to happen. The only unfortunate thing, are we going to be alive to witness it and enjoy it? Or maybe not us, maybe our children. Because this shit is going away.
I think we'll be able to see the tail end of this and see the beginning of what it will be. And then, like, we won't enjoy it, but our kids.
Yeah, but someone has kids, I can say maybe my children will have a better... Because it's heading that way. As populations start to mature, the truth is out there, everything is out there, We know this shit it's burning its last kind of like, a fuel tank.
Yeah.
And trying to get as much out as possible because all this shit is bullshit now. No one falls for this crap anymore.
Dude, yeah, it was evident that this entire thing was a joke when Trump kind of got into office, when he got a reality TV show host. As a fucking
It was a great demonstrations of the uselessness of politicians.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah. I feel like
no one has real patriotism. No one cares about the big idea, the nation, the country, the identity, or whatever you want to call it. They're all just fucking singers, and they're all bad singers. They sing songs that suck, trying to just stay relevant, but they are not.
Yeah. Oh,
you're out, motherfuckers! Say!
Yeah, just burn the whole White House.
Well, like I said, it's gonna be a transparent house. You see through that shit. Yeah. There's nothing. All right, on that note, we close out. Sit there, Timmy.
Shit, yeah, man.
And don't vote.
Don't.
If anyone hears this,
no, I
want to recruit you. Do not vote. Just sit at home and do nothing.
And watch the world burn.
No, we're not going to watch the world burn. There will be demonstrations to show them we have the power in the numbers. If we all not do anything, don't vote, they all crash.
All of us.
They need us to react to that bullshit.
There was a literal 0-0 score, and they were just staring at it.
But think about it. They need us to react to that bullshit.
If we don't react, make up numbers. I feel like they would just make up numbers.
Oh yeah, they'll be like landslide, like Saddam Hussein in Iraq. Like every time there's vote, he wins 100%. I mean, he didn't even make an effort to lie. It was like a landslide. How many? 100%. At least say 85.
Oh, so
75.
everyone, yeah, man, like not even like 15% of people. No, everyone wants.
He was the ultimate dictator, man, 100%. And everybody happy, is clapping outside.
Meanwhile, there's fucking like,
all right,
like fucking Afghanistan over there.
In the name of Cthulhu.
The name of Cthulhu.
Peace
the
out.
World burn. Oh yeah, I mean peace.
What?